in summary, everything turned out exactly how Richard described it. I had a peace of mind as soon as I moved to Mexico, and I already had developed some relationships within autonomy. And it's actually beyond my imagination what happened. Yeah, the relationships were the most important things. They're still up till now. Like without autonomy, I would not have moved to Mexico. We would be sending our kids to school, probably public schools in Germany. We would not have been happy. And now we're happily homeschooling.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks autonomy. When I always had ideas, like most people, right? But when I wanted to do something, I couldn't do it by myself. I always had to lean onto someone, because I lacked the confidence and probably even the self-esteem to do things on my own. But what I can share is that at the end of autonomy, I thought I was the only one going through that. But after talking to everybody, you will have millions of ideas. That it can be also overwhelming. However, I learned also in autonomy that you shouldn't keep things in your mind, that you have to get it on paper. That helped a lot. I even managed to come up with my own system to prioritize the projects I want to work on because I had a really serious issue with chasing shiny objects all the time, which was actually an excuse. And that's another thing we learned in autonomy, that everything is an excuse. Even fear is an excuse that it's just stories we tell ourselves to calm ourselves down and say, maybe I shouldn't do it because maybe it's too risky, but it's all in our head. And what I learned, I forgot who said it, maybe John Taylor Gatto, that the minds are not, or the brains are not meant to hold, to store information. They're just meant to, I think, come up with ideas, but that's it. It ends there. And the first step is to put it on paper. So that's what I've been doing. I still have the shiny object syndrome, but it happens after I talked myself into, first you finish what you just started and then move on to the next thing. And that's how I've been able to do all of this stuff, and the inspiration in autonomy. And you have hundreds of students, and if you, just by showing up and talking to them, you will come up with never-ending stream of ideas. I think 80% of success is showing up. And that means in autonomy speak, it's not that we have rules or anything. It's just things that will become evident is showing up means you can be on camera or not, but it's unmuting and speaking out. That's the first step. I think that's the biggest hurdle. And after that, it becomes kind of downhill in a good way.